Hello, Zemalf here and welcome back to Factorio. And here is what I have built in the 6 hours. And this time I'll be focusing on, well, first of all, using a new component splitter which was added in the alpha version 2.8.10. I was already using in the previous video, but I completely forgot about this. This will change quite a bit on how I can manage the belts, because this will do the splitting instead of using inserters every time. So I'll be looking into that, and I will play with green and red wires and smart chests and smart inserters, creating some first logical or circuit networks. Excuse me. One thing I will do, I completely forgot that I set this one here. This has been picking up tons of iron. So what I will do is I will create a couple of green wires, and I will connect these through this light post, first of all into the inserter, and then another wire into this chest. And now these two make up for a green network. And if I right click this one, I can first of all set it to filter. This is not necessary because there's already only iron here, but this also acts as a purple inserter, as a filter inserter. But more importantly, there's a green wire condition, so I can set this to be iron, and let's say I want 1000 iron and smaller than. And now we see that this one stopped, because this chest has 5.4k, so 400 iron already in it. Let's make that number, let's make it 2000. So anyway, just to demonstrate, let me see if I can actually take enough away from here to make this work. Nope, my inventory is full. Well, anyway, you get the idea. Since it stopped working when I placed this, I will leave some in my inventory for crafting, but anyway. So I have now here iron. It will be picked up whenever I need it, and there's always at least 2000 iron here, as long as these are producing. And now let's get into building these ones. I do need more copper for why don't I set the similar system for copper? So let's build a smart chest. I already have the smart inserter, and I will create another green wire. The smart chest is needed because this smart chest knows how many items it has in it, so it can pass the information for that one. So let's put that there. And now when we place smart inserter here, if it was powered, I will put it there where it is powered already, so like that. So if I connect this one here.
Research complete.
Alright, so that was done. I will actually research the solar energy and logistics now, which means I can create the fastest belts. I haven't even really started upgrading into the fast transport belts yet, but I will get the express belts from here. But first of all I will create or research the solar energy, so I can get free energy during the daytime. So that is now connected. We will put this in copper plates, and maybe I will just put it in 1000, and I will just put a filter in here, even that it doesn't matter because this belt only has those ones. So now smaller than. So now this will work until this has over 1000 copper. Pretty simple. And with those green and red circuits you can create very complex system. So I was picking up those so I can create more of these splitters and finally get into this bit. Let's create 10 of those for now. I know I was at the end of the previous video I was planning on improving my copper wire production. I will do that, and I will also use splitters here to move these items around. But let's begin with the raw production because it will help with this as well. The reasoning when I built these smelters here, I knew that they wouldn't all be active. It's kind of an experiment with different kind of mechanics on getting the raw items into this belt that goes from left to right. How far the stone furnaces stay active. It was kind of an experiment on that. So now that I have these splitters, I can do an interesting thing there. Oh, those actually made it quite near. Right, they are coming straight from the south, aren't they? So you know what, I will... since I have these 4 here, I will place them. I know, jumping from one thing to another, but that's how it is. That's something I need to take care of. They are with the mines down south. That attracted some new creepers, so they are now coming from that side as well. Okay, so splitters. The idea here is anyway to take the iron into this belt. I have those. I don't think I need that many. So now I need to remove. I need to remove this one and put that there, and then put this belt like that. So now what this splitter... Okay, now it started working. So what it does, it splits the iron from this belt here with one-to-one split. And what I can do then is if I make this belt faster, and actually this one as well. As far as I know, the splitter is always the same speed. There's no hyperspeed splitter. So let's see how this thing starts to work with the red belt. At least already these all went active now, but that might have been a temporary situation. Let's see how it continues. Yeah, it seems that some ore is making its way there. I left the inserters there because the splitter is getting the iron there, but then the inserters can act as a filler. They can fill whatever small parts there is in between, so that guarantee that it makes its way there. Now, one other thing I could do, since the iron is because of this mine and how the iron is coming from this other side, the left side of the belt is not as clogged with the iron as the other one. So what I could do is split the iron here, remove that one and put it there. That one removed. That one removed. Actually, I could have just built there, but then take this one and fill that other side. Now I need to fill those, empty the splitter, and it will start filling this belt better. So only that already gives me a lot more iron. These are not all. It's just about. It seems that with this setup you can it makes sense to have 20 of these here, so up to 10. With this setup, well, the only downside is that now no iron is making it to the other side. So before this belt gets any quicker, this won't improve that much. Okay, now it started making it to the other side as well. All right. Oh, and one thing that was missing here was output from these steel ones. I don't know how I forgot that. We have a lot of lots of steel though. I will do the same thing here with the splitter. So I will remove that one, replace it with the splitter that goes that way, and then turn it here, and those inserters will fill it if needed. Yep, very nice. I remember putting a light post, a lamp post here, but it's disappeared somewhere. Huh. Yeah, I do need a lot of lights. I have 25 of these, and they are still working. Okay, so that's good. Did I have? I took all the iron away from here. I think I will take that with me. I will do a similar of these intelligent network things here. Or did I? It's really hard to see the green and red wiring. Did I actually? I actually didn't connect this one, did I? No, now there's two of them. This one should actually stop really soon, because it's going over 1,000. I will take some from it so it can continue. I will do a similar of these smart systems here, picking up some belts before I get faster belt production going. So let's first place the inserter. So that one there. We take the wiring, connect it there, and again let's filter this to belts just for the heck of it so we can see it. That will be smaller than, and I will put it at, let's make it 200. Then when we place the chest there, that is not yet in the network before we connect it. So like that. Now from here I can come and pick up some belts. And then lastly, same kind of setup for the blue inserters. I like them. Although, now that I look at it, I think the green one is as fast as the blue one. Well, I still want some of those blue ones that I don't have to insert any logic into. Alright, I think for this midway thing I will need to do, take some of this off, go under so that I can split this one for my output, and from here I can pick them up. So how will I do it? Let's put it there, and that will require power, right? Right, so like that. I've been using green wire just because. use if I decide to create more complex systems, then I can use both green and red. So like that, you will be filtered to blues, and you will be filtered to blues in the network smaller than, I think I want 100 of them. And that will of course take quite a while. Well, actually it took quite many since they were there, just waiting to be picked up. So let's pick those up. Full stack of 64 for now. And then I will go and... no. One last thing. Same thing for the missiles, because I will need those missiles for going after more aliens. So one last thing here, and you will actually need this filter. So rockets and 2 green wires. It doesn't get the network filter before it's connected. So now you have this one. Missiles, smaller than, I think I want... You can keep going until you have 1000. We'll put that there. We'll take those ones out. And of course we need to connect this smart chest to the network, so you actually know it's so smaller than 1000. And you will keep on collecting. Excellent. So now all those are done, and this already collected me plenty of belts, but right now I still have enough. While I think here, I will manually craft some fast transport belts. So now I'll look into how can I get enough copper wire for these electric circuit production. So it's coming from here in the south, some way over and under these supply belts, and makes its way here. So I think I can make this a lot better. This place needs a lamp. I think I have removed some of the lamps because no, that will take some time. I have removed some lamps while I've been building these belts. So this one will go. No need for this. These can go. I don't need this under passage here. This might be needed, or I might as well make them go under that one. So it will be like that, and I will do a split here. I will use the red ones for these, so you will come from there. The other belts will come from... no, you will connect them. The splitter will do the job. Like that. And I will cut this gear production away, so I don't need to go under it. And this side will go there. And this side will go there. And those wires are also needed in the advanced circuits. Yeah, advanced circuit production. So now those are going there. So as long as if I output enough, actually that could be better. Let's make them go here anyway, so they will fill both sides of this belt here, but before the splitter. Now plenty is going here, plenty is going there, So I think this setup is making it more efficient as far as the copper's going this way. And that is the wrong way. I will make this our fast belt. It's really hard to run on the red belt because it is so fast. So you are still going, you are still going. Those are going there. Alright, let's next ramp up these ones to be fast. Do I have... Yes, I have the fast underground belts. Alright, so that is working. And now, what I can do, start adding a whole lot more of these copper wire production here. Need to place these light posts during the night time. I think I have, yes, assembling machines. What I will also do is put these right next to each other, because we will need a whole lot of these. I think in the end it will be really hard to produce enough raw items like copper wire using this kind of setup that takes the supply to all places. You just need a tons of the raw output. It might be smarter to create these things separately, so that there would be a copper wire production for electric circuit production, and a separate thing for say advanced electric circuits. In this case it kinda is like this, because it's split here, and I could even remove the splitter here and just take everything from this belt, the left side belt, to advanced circuits, and everything from the right side up there, and then build up the one that is needed. And if I do that, it would be smarter for me to fill up both sides of this belt, and I can still have them all here in one line and use this one supply channel here. But yeah, what I need now is to make sure these are still working. So they are using the red ones. So let's build them the same way. So from the bottom side, like that. Then they will output there. Let's remove that post. Like that. Power. Put these back into copper wire production. I will need to upgrade that one to advanced one. Right, and I will eventually make this whole belt fast. Let's start from this end. Like that. I will probably need the supply belt to be fast as well, but let's make it normal one for now. I will upgrade you, even that you were in mid-production. Like that. Be a bit difficult to get here in the middle, but let's upgrade this all the way to red. All electric circuits assembly plants, these 5 are already doing their thing. But there's not nearly enough production for that, because it's at the moment going for the electric circuits, the advanced ones, and none is going for the inserter production of the green ones. It's all being picked up in here. Actually, I could even that out. I didn't even think about that. I was just thinking about the splitter as a more efficient way of doing this, but it actually makes this a lot better. Nice. I don't have to... Well, especially if I remove those... if I remove those inserters. So let's take that away. That doesn't actually change it unless I take this inserter from here, but I kinda like it how it's filling both sides of this. Wait a minute, I can do that with the splitter as well, can't I? Now danger, removing light post or electric post. Like that. Put it back there. So that way it's guaranteed that some will go here, evening it out, but still fill this one fully, if as a buffer for the electric circuits. Yes, and I can of course do the same thing here, and probably should. Can make this one a whole lot simpler as well. Yeah, but that's looking a whole lot better already. I kinda like this forest here. It almost feels bad to cut it down. It's here in the middle. I'll make sure I leave some here. So making room for a bit more. I can already see that I'm now lacking with the copper input. I need to put splitters there as well. Let's actually take care of that before I even go here. So we'll make this one as efficient as the other one. Let's make it there. This one is not needed. Do I even need that power? That can be one step closer. So like that, and it will go there. That will still keep assisting it. And I think if this belt ever gets full, it will then put everything here instead of going there, because there's nothing using copper on the left at the moment. Now what we can do next is... I need to go pick up some iron. What I can do next is make this copper supply belt for the copper wires a fast one. So going here for my supplies, I have plenty of copper. Oh, and with when I have the information on with Alt, it shows what's in the chest, but it also shows what what the smart or the filter inserters are filtered for. At least I guess it shows the first one. But anyway, so I can pick up iron from here. And right, there's still over 2000, so this one is not working. Looks like all the smelters are working, so my iron supply is good, and this setup with the faster belts and the splitters, it's working nicely. I could put more there, but it seems that my iron supply is sufficient at the moment because the belt is full. I'm at the moment bottlenecked with the electric circuits, although this splitter system here really helped with that as well. But I think I want... This is overly complicated here, I don't like it. I will make it a better one. So splitting the electric circuits for the missile production is the thing here. Doesn't need to be from this side, this is too much. The splitter is a good example of. I think it started from a community idea. Someone gave that idea to the devs, and then they added it into the game, or maybe they were doing it themselves. Why isn't there? Is there like a missing light here or something? I guess so. I should have some sort of a system, more systematic with these electric posts, and then I could have lights in each of those. We'll have one there. Alright. Now how will I want to do this splitter thing? Wait, I can do it in a way, not like this, but so let's do it here as well. I will test it out. Remove the splitter. This one will continue as is. And what if we have another splitter here? Let's take some away. Will they come? Ah, excellent. As long as the supply has it on both sides. Ah, okay, so I don't even need that one, right? Yeah, and I can just do it there. Okay. So the whole thing of filling this production belt from both sides is not needed. Now please remember to put that back. That one is gone like that. And that there. Something is without power for sure. So there. And this production belt should fill on both sides as long as the supply has both sides coming. The same thing will happen in here. So we make it like that. And then if I need... Alright, this one. If I need to, I can then ramp up this one by having an inserter here or something. But yes, indeed, these ones.
Research complete.
Okay, good. So that gave me the solar panels. Yes. logistics 3 next. So all the time the blue potions are being created here. Looks like it's bottlenecked by the missiles now, probably because I collected so many of them and the production is quite slow. So once again I need a splitter here, and this I like to aim for systems that look simple, and this is getting complex looking here. I'm thinking, will I take the transport belts under the electric ones, or the other way around? I guess I would do it like this. Then again, here I was relying on the... Well, I guess I could add more production there that will fill this other side of the belt, because they are now all coming from the other side. I guess that's fine. The main thing here is that this is working. Actually, it's not, because this is the wrong way around. Isn't it? Yeah, that's a wee bit better. What did we run out then? Copper? Yeah, of course. This is how it is. You run from one bottleneck to another. Even... Alright, I didn't... yeah, that new mine I found, that didn't have so much copper in it. Alright, I will go hunting. I will we'll pick up some missiles from here, and we will go and look for more copper. Well, of course there's some there, pretty close by. Should probably tap into that one. And I should build more of the drills here while at it. That's one I covered pretty well, but I don't think I think I was lacking of iron. Iron to produce the drills. Alright, so let's see how we do this. Let's put them like that, and that will fill up this side. I'm leaving gaps in between, because I think these mine one tile outside of it. Then I need one more row here. And this place is extremely dangerous now that I think of it. If and when the creepers come. I forgot about that. Luckily I wasn't hurt yet. Yeah, let's go back to safety. And looks like this place could use some light as well. Let's see where it is the darkest. Use some lights here, I guess. Was there some lasers here? Yeah, let's light those things up. It's getting darker here. It's a bit darker there. There's plenty of lights there, and I'm in the forest, running in the trees. I guess I could have... Oh, I did have a defense on this side, I've got. It's a light there. I guess I could have a light here in my mine. And then those ones. Yeah, they already mined all copper from there. Oh, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, yes, okay. Lots of copper. So we will take... these ones here. I already started thinking about using solar power, but let's do this here once now. Once and well. So that should do it. Let's make it like that. Use a couple of extra belts to make it feel as good as possible. Yeah, let's put these free to the other side. And then let's power everything up and see how this goes. That needs to be turned, of course. Oh, hello. Kind of close. Didn't see you there. I think I will shoot them down. That was a misclick. Okay, so this line. I'm really surprised they didn't attack me. That was really close. So these are not doing anything. There's 70 copper here. I will leave it there. Let's have some fun here. I have the lasers there to run back to, but I think my armor will be able to handle this. Or not. I should have fired some missiles. Just a moment. Alright, let's take some beating. Oh, wait. That was not in the range? I could build some lasers here and make this easier, but the armor can take tons of damage. I want to take out this turret here. I wasn't even shooting at the spawner. Just testing out here how much this thing can take a beating, and it can take a lot. That relative protection is really a relative term. Okay, keep on beating me. And now you no longer spawn. And I only took a 30% damage, so that was okay. So now all I need to do is destroy these cannons here. These things fire at the rate that if I go in the range of these. These missiles do an interesting amount of damage. Usually these turrets are left with 1 hit point only. So I can go and shoot them with my SMG. Like that. I shot there. Just shot so fast that it... Oh wow, there's tons of iron and coal here. Yes. Yes. Fantastic. Let's light this place up. And let's build some solar panels before I go into getting those irons and coals and... irons and coals. I was looking how the lasers do against them. I think I will tap into this copper first. I think, since it happens to be here. It's really close and I think I can run it here next to the coal. Yeah, and I can do those better with the splitters as well. That's one there. Let's take 2 full stacks and that will start filling that one again. Excellent. I have iron and copper, so that's good. Let's split these up here in the same way. So these ones are not needed. That one can go. That one is not needed. Like that. No, let's make it. Let's give the backup system there for the inserters. So this will be here. This will be here. That will be removed. You will go like that, and we will have the backup inserter there. Yes, very good. And when I try to copy the same kind of setup, that would be here. The splitter would be here. Of course, that messes up that power. So let's connect it there. Forget this one. Split there. No. Split there. You know what? Have I filtered this one? I think I filtered it. It's not optimal how the filtering works. It forbids of anything else taking this this hotkey position, but it doesn't always place them. Place the one you are when you take something from the inventory, it doesn't always go into that slot. Right, but more copper. And I can run thinking, how will I get this copper down there? Will I take it to this side? I guess that would be a thing to do, as then they would all come from the same belt. And I wouldn't have to mess anything here. Yeah, I think I would do that. So these are this copper here. Do it like this. Let's be there. That's better. And do the same thing as usual. Combine these belts into both sides. And I guess if I get some copper from the north, I can run it into the same line. Yeah. And eventually, after lots of upgrading, those will be running on fast belts, and I can have more copper running and things like that. But what does the solar panels require? Copper plates, electronics, circuits, and steel. I have plenty of steel. I don't have steel collection anywhere right now. I'll pick some electronic circuits from here, just holding the F key. Maximum power output 60. I think that's the same. Ah, right, so 10 solar panels outputs the same as one steam engine, right. But it's free energy during the daytime. I guess I could build some here. Maybe here. Yeah, let's make 10 for now and just put them out there. 2 assist there. To assist the steam engines. Should I actually get myself a solar panel park somewhere? This area seems dark. I'm looking around while I wait for those to be crafted. Where I will build things. I think I still need tons more copper coming from that belt. It's getting better now. It just takes such a long time for the ore from there to come all the way in here. But these 10 here are keeping busy. These ones are not doing anything. Just because there's not enough raw copper. And why is it only coming from the one side? Right, maybe I should do this in a different way. These both combine into both sides like that, so then these coppers go to the right side of the belt and these ones from here go to the left, filling up the belt a bit better. There's still iron in these, but they are not doing anything because there's enough iron to keep every smelter running. Look at that. Well, actually, because we are not using at the moment, we are bottlenecked from the copper, so the iron is not needed. So all the belts are full, and the smelters are not doing anything. That's the reason. It's getting better there. It just takes a little while for the copper to get here. Soon, when that is getting fuller, it should get here, and that should slowly starts improving the situation. These are already, the copper wire production here is already kind of five or six of these are already active. Not much makes it here for the last ones, but so let's remove that one so they can stop there. Right. From the electric circuit machines with this output, 3 is active. There's a lot of aliens there. None of the aliens make it here, so and a lot of aliens on that laser as well. While I wait here for the copper production, the copper... No, it's that one, that's the reason. Oh, I should keep your eyes open, man. This is the reason why it's... Because these are not doing anything anymore. I was outputting it to one side of the belt here. Right, it was good that I took a look. I was about to say that while I wait for the copper production to get up, I'm thinking about what I need to do next. But I think what I need to do next is keep an eye on the copper wire production, how the electric circuits are doing, because those are needed in big amounts. I guess here was some iron, but this is now depleted. I can put these into... I think, now that I... Because the transport belts and the belts in general, they are created without copper. I should put up a system to create the red belts and eventually the blue belts as well, as it is at the moment researching that one. Okay, so this is already improving it, but still just these are active. But already 11, 12 is in motion here. Is it just that you're just not getting enough copper? It should soon change, I think. Anyway, let's go put the solar panels in place before I end, and then in the next one I will build those belt production systems. So how do these work? So I guess I could place them like that. With a bit of room between, because I assume I can't run through them. Yeah, I can't, so maybe placing them like this. Power output. Ah, right, of course it changes based on how the sun is shining. So should these actually be right next to each other here? Like that? Yeah, and that makes up for 16 4x4. Kind of in a nice fashion. Output is going down as the sun is going down, but that will help the steam engines a bit. It will save coal from these boilers as they are boiling the water, and I don't need to go look for more coal just now, although I already found it there. Found it there in the northwest. Right, I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I was trying my best to explain what I was doing. It's extremely hard to think and explain at the same time, but I'm trying. It's in a way really nice let's playing challenge to keep the commentary going while thinking so hard in this in this game. But anyway, I got plenty of things done here. As copper production improves, I will start building while waiting and seeing how that goes. I will build faster belt production and then probably ramp up the missile production, because that's the next bottleneck. And then I at some point probably need more gears and move on from there. So until next time, take care, bye bye.